If you believe that your soul is here on a mission, it's important to do a self-analysis regularly, just like a debrief, check-in with yourself. Because we're operating in both the logical, physical realm and tapping into the symbolic, allegorical, mythical, imaginative realm that also exists and is equally as valid. It's easy to get caught up in like illogical loops of thinking, and it's healthy to question your own motives when you're doing a self-analysis. Just touch base with your heart and your soul and just remind yourself, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Is this real? Am I losing touch with reality? Is my ego getting in the way, wanting to be like a hero? Yeah, so it's important to do the self-analysis so your ego doesn't get in the way, and remind yourself what you're doing the mission for, and if you have any of your own personal agendas that are getting mixed into it. It's really important to do the ego check, because your ego can get carried away on the mission, wants to take over and be the boss, and likes to be right all the time, likes to get recognition. Also, a good reason to do self-analysis is because you can cop a lot of gaslighting when you're rubbing shoulders with other people on other missions. Just because they're on a different mission to you doesn't mean that the mission's not valid. Not everyone's going to agree with your views or your mission. Sometimes you need to have a break from whatever it is you think you're doing for the mission to just ground yourself and quiet yourself down in the mind, and kind of search for any bugs that might have been implanted to get you off course, off mission. Sometimes on the mission I'm absorbing a whole chunk of information in a short amount of time from people who are very frantic, because the truth is frightening and it can set people on a spin. But they're kind of not really making sense, and then they're making spelling errors. It's all coming out in a jumbled mess. So, but there are some gems in there that I can add onto my own theory and help me with my mission. So if I'm messaging them and it's going back and forth, I just try to give the conversation a break so I can process all the information that's coming to me from this person. Because sometimes I'm like messaging with people and exchanging information and they're not listening at all to my side. They're not answering my questions. I want to know specific information on specific topics, and instead they're giving me the whole grandiose picture of how the universe was created and what's going on in other star systems with other aliens, and I'm just like, no, I just want to know, what do you know about this specific thing? I'm not too bothered about how the universe was created. My priority is Earth and people of Earth and the souls that are stuck in the simulation. And protecting consciousness from being merging in with a machine. That's disastrous. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So it's time to do a self-analysis, realign my values, my ethics, my morals, the why am I doing this. Journaling, blogging can help when I'm writing out what's going on with me. Seeing it put on paper can really help me take a different perspective of what's going on and what my place is in the bigger picture. I'm always looking at the bigger picture, zooming out, bigger picture, zooming in, finer details, zooming out, even bigger picture, zooming in on other details. Okay, because the logical left brain, rational brain, can get overactive, going over things again and again and again, and sometimes convincing you, no, this isn't right, that's not true, that's not logical, because you're living in two realms of logical and illogical.